of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Titans take over first and 10.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
First down, Carmichael. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
At the 28-yard line.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time.
No excuses. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That agents well and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Okay, just to make sure I'm clear, you have not voted for NFL MVP yet, correct?
I have not. I always wait till the end. I always wait till the end.
I do the exact same thing, but let's just be honest here. Does he still have a shot? Here we are, Week 16.
Yeah.
He's in the race, but is he really there?
Yeah, I think he needs a little help. It's French. Don't you agree?
I agree. I think he needs a lot of help. People have to play poorly down the stretch around him in terms of the other people who are the candidates. He needs to be absolutely beyond spectacular. I think it's going to be really, really tough. But you know something? Being his team MVP, that's not such a bad thing, is it?
No, and he has been great for this team, no doubt about it. 8 quarters to prove himself. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 127 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them up, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
7-yard line.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second down, Abraham. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get protected grabbing some cloth.
Open is Powell. That's complete.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize himself being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good opening drive. That's a tone setter. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Burrow on first down. And that is caught. He touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shot at midfield at the 50-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fields this way up at the 17. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on second down. Carmichael. Smith catches left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
On first down, Abraham. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask. Quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll find Hall. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Titans, nothing.
They'll run on first down. Abraham. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Now a give right side. Abraham. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Tackle made.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
These guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Brings up second.
Now a give, right side. Abraham. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Hall.
Bengals.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the Titans' 35-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 30.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.